a historic moment in Moscow. The 7th Moscow format consultations have just concluded, bringing Afghanistan formally into the fold of regional diplomacy under Russian patronage. For the first time, Afghan Foreign Minister Amir Muttaqi attended the forum alongside top envoys from India, Iran, China, and Central Asia. This marks the first high-level participation since Russia officially recognized the Taliban-led government, removing it from the list of banned organizations earlier this year. Moscow hailed the event as proof that issues concerning Afghanistan cannot be resolved without Afghanistan.
It is my great pleasure to open the 7th meeting of the Moscow format consultations on Afghanistan. It is heartening that this format has become an authoritative international platform that brings together key regional countries.
The Afghan side, in turn, called Russia's recognition historic. For Kabul, it's not just symbolic, it's strategic validation from a world power, and a sign that the Islamic Emirate is gaining legitimacy beyond Western approval. Muttaqi credited Moscow with opening great opportunities for Afghanistan's economic and political integration into Eurasia.
This decision will forever be engraved in gold letters in the history of Afghan-Russian relations. You have set an example for the entire region that will remain in its collective memory for a long time to come.
Then came the sharpest warning from Moscow yet. Lavrov accused the West of robbing Afghanistan's sovereign funds and demanded compensation for decades of war. The message was unmistakable. Moscow wants to position itself as the new power managing Afghanistan's future, not Washington.
They continue to withhold Afghanistan's sovereign financial assets and maintain sanctions and restrictions on its banking sector. We urge them to return what they have appropriated and take responsibility for post-conflict reconstruction.
Lavrov's speech also drew red lines. He warned against any foreign military presence, directly referencing the United States and NATO and their former base at Bagram, north of Kabul. That stance was echoed by Russia's special envoy, Amir, who said the Afghan government itself had rejected any discussion of reopening the base.
We reiterate that third countries' military infrastructure in Afghanistan or neighboring countries is absolutely unacceptable, no matter the pretext. The military presence of non-regional actors could lead to instability and new conflicts.
The Afghan minister firmly stated that the Afghan government would not allow any foreign bases to be located on its territory. This includes the Bagram Air Base.
Together, Moscow and Kabul have effectively closed the door on any Western military comeback. But to understand why this matters, Bagram isn't just any airbase. It was the nerve center of US operations during the 20-year war. A sprawling fortress used for airstrikes, detentions, and intelligence coordination. When the US withdrew chaotically in 2021, Bagram became a symbol of America's defeat, and later a trophy of Taliban control. Now, it's resurfaced in geopolitics again. This time, because of Donald Trump. Last month, Trump told reporters at the White House that Washington was in talks to take Bagram back. It was his most aggressive foreign policy statement yet since returning to office, a signal that he wants to reassert US control over the region. Trump called the base strategically vital, noting it's just an hour from China's nuclear sites. The comment immediately drew alarm from Moscow and Beijing, both seeing it as a revival of US military ambitions in Central Asia.
We won't talk about that. We're talking now Afghanistan, and we want it back, and we want it back soon, right away. And if they don't do it, you're going to find out what I'm going to do.
Afghanistan's response has been defiant. At his press briefing in Moscow, Muttaqi declared that foreign occupation is over, permanently. He said Afghanistan is ready to trade and engage, but on equal terms, not under military pressure.
Afghanistan is a free and independent nation. The Afghan people have never approved of foreign presence. We wish to develop economic, political, and diplomatic relations with all countries, but we will never tolerate foreign presence. It is unacceptable.
And now not just Russia, China has entered the frame. In Beijing, the Foreign Ministry warned that the US must stop exaggerating tensions. The statement was clearly a response to Trump's Bagram remarks, and a message that Beijing now sees itself as a regional stakeholder alongside Moscow and Kabul.
Afghanistan's future and destiny should be in the hands of the Afghan people. Exaggerating tensions and creating confrontation in the region is unpopular. We hope all parties will play a constructive role in promoting regional peace and stability.
This week's Moscow format has done more than recognize Kabul. It's redrawn the map of influence. Russia is asserting control over the region's diplomacy. China is warning the US to stay away. And Afghanistan, once occupied, now finds itself courted.